My child, I see your pain. I know you did not expect anyone to say that today. I know you have been walking around carrying something so heavy, so deep, so private, that most of the people around you have no idea it even exists. You have gotten so good at hiding it, so good at smiling when you are breaking, so good at saying I'm fine when everything inside you is screaming that you are not fine at all. But I see it. I have always seen it. Every single layer of it. The pain that started long ago and never fully healed. The wound that you thought time would fix but that still aches when you press on it. The grief you carry for things you lost, for people who left, for versions of your life that never came to be. The disappointment that sits quietly in the background of your days, coloring everything just a little darker than it should be. I see all of it, my child, and I am not looking away. I want you to know something that I need you to receive deep in your spirit today. Your pain does not make me uncomfortable. You do not need to clean yourself up before you come to me. You do not need to pretend that everything is okay, that your faith is strong, that you have it together. You can come to me exactly as you are right now. Broken, confused, exhausted, doubting, hurting, and I will not turn you away. I never turn my children away. My child, I know where your pain comes from. I know the specific moments that cracked something open inside you. The moment someone who was supposed to love you showed you that their love had conditions. The moment you trusted someone completely, and they used that trust against you. The moment you worked so hard for something, and it still did not work out. The moment you looked around at your life and felt a loneliness so deep it took your breath away. I was there in every single one of those moments. I know that is hard to understand. I know part of you wants to ask, if you were there, why didn't you stop it? Why did you let it happen? Why did you let me feel that much pain, if you actually love me? My child, I hear that question, and I am not going to give you a shallow answer. I am not going to tell you it was easy for me to watch you suffer. It was not. A parent who loves their child never finds it easy to watch them in pain. But sometimes the very things that break us open are the things that make room for something new to grow inside us. Sometimes the cracking is not destruction. It is expansion. You were not broken to be left broken. You were broken open so that more of me could get in. The pain you have carried, I have been using it. Every single piece of it. Building things in you that comfort could never build. Developing a depth of empathy in you that only suffering produces. Creating in you a compassion for others who are hurting that you would never have had if you had never hurt yourself. Forging in you a strength that is not arrogance or self-reliance, but quiet, unshakable, tested resilience. My child, you are stronger than you know, and that strength came from the pain you survived. I want to speak to the specific pain you are feeling right now. The thing that is sitting heaviest on your heart in this season, the thing that woke you up last night, the thing that hit you this morning, before you even had a chance to prepare yourself. I want to speak directly to that. It is not permanent. I know it feels permanent. I know when you are in the middle of something painful, it is almost impossible to imagine it ever feeling different. Pain has a way of making itself feel like the whole truth, like the final word, like the way things are always going to be. But my child, pain is not the final word. I am the final word, and my final word over your life is not suffering. My final word is redemption. My final word is restoration. My final word is hope. This pain has an expiration date, and I know exactly when it is. My child, I want to talk to you about something important. I want to talk to you about what you have been doing with your pain, because I have watched you, and I have seen the ways you have been trying to manage it on your own. The ways you have been trying to numb it, distract yourself from it, push it down so deep that maybe it will just disappear. I have watched you stay busy, so you do not have to feel it. I have watched you reach for things that provide temporary relief, but never actually heal anything. I understand why. When something hurts that much, of course you want it to stop. Of course you reach for anything that promises even a few hours of not feeling it. I do not condemn you for that. I understand it completely. But my child, those things cannot heal what only I can heal. The kind of pain you are carrying goes too deep for any human remedy to reach. It lives in places that only I have access to, and I want to go there. I want to reach into the deepest, most private, most wounded parts of you and bring healing that is real and lasting and complete. Will you let me? Will you stop trying to manage this alone and actually let me in? Not just to the surface parts, not just to the presentable parts, all the way in, to the parts you are ashamed of, the parts you are afraid of, the parts you have never shown anyone because you are terrified of what they would think if they truly saw them. I already see them. I have always seen them. And I love you there too, especially there. My child, healing is coming for you. Real healing. Not the kind that just makes you functional again, the kind that makes you whole, the kind that takes the broken pieces and puts them back together in a way that is actually more beautiful than the original. The kind that turns your wounds into wisdom, your pain into purpose, your mess into a message that will one day reach someone else who is sitting exactly where you are sitting right now, feeling exactly what you are feeling, and desperately needing to know that there is a way through. Your pain is not wasted. Your pain is being transformed, and what it is being transformed into is something so valuable, so meaningful, so significant, that one day you will look back and understand why I allowed you to go through it. Not because I wanted you to suffer, but because I could see what was on the other side of it. And what is on the other side of this, my child, is worth everything you're going through to get there. I want to close by saying something I need you to hear clearly. Something I need to cut through all the noise and all the pain and all the doubt and land right in the center of your heart. I love you, not in a distant, detached, theological way, in a real, present, personal, relentless way, the kind of love that does not give up when things get messy, the kind of love that does not walk away when you push back, the kind of love that sits with you in the darkest rooms and refuses to leave until the light comes back on. That is my love for you. That has always been my love for you. And no amount of pain, no amount of failure, no amount of distance you have put between us, none of it has ever changed that. You are my child. Your pain is my concern. Your healing is my priority, and I am not finished with you yet. Not even close. Hold on, my child. Let me in. Let me heal what hurts. Let me restore what was taken. Let me turn what the enemy meant for your destruction into the very thing that becomes your greatest testimony. The pain you feel today is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your breakthrough. I love you, always, forever, without end. My child, I see you worrying again, and I need you to stop. Not because the things you are worried about are not real. They are real. I know they are real, but I need you to stop because the worrying is separating you from me. And when you are separated from me, that is when things actually get harder. That is when the weight becomes unbearable. That is when the darkness feels the thickest. Come back to me. Right now, in this moment, I want to tell you something about the situation that is sitting heaviest on your heart right now, the one you have been turning over and over, the one that woke you up, the one that is sitting in the back of your mind even as you listen to this. I want you to know that I see it. I know every detail of it. I know the parts you understand and the parts that make no sense to you. I know the people involved, the history behind it, the fears underneath it. And I need you to hear me say this clearly. I am already working on it. You have been trying to figure out a solution. You have been running scenarios, making plans, imagining outcomes. And my child, there is nothing wrong with being thoughtful and practical. But there is a point where thinking becomes spiraling. There is a point where planning becomes controlling. There is a point where you have done everything in your power to do, and the rest belongs to me. You are at that point. Give it to me. I know what giving it to me feels like from where you are standing. It feels like doing nothing. It feels like being passive. It feels like giving up. But my child, Surrendering something to me is not giving up. It is the most powerful thing you can do. Because when you hold on to something with clenched fist, my hands cannot reach it. But when you open your hands and release it, I can move. And when I move, things shift in ways that no amount of human planning or worrying ever could. Open your hands today. Release the thing you have been holding so tightly. Not because you do not care, but because you trust me enough to let me handle what you cannot. I want to remind you of something today. I want to remind you of a time when something felt impossible and it worked out anyway. You know the moment I am talking about. The time when you could not see a way forward and somehow a way appeared. The time when you were at the end of your rope and something came through at exactly the right moment. The time when you were sure things were going to fall apart and instead they came together in a way you never could have arranged on your own. That was not luck. That was not coincidence. That was me. Moving on your behalf, working in the background, arranging things you could not see from where you were standing. I did it then. I will do it again. I have not changed. My ability to come through for you has not diminished. My love for you has not grown cold. I am the same God who came through for you in your hardest moments, and I am right here, right now, ready to come through for you again. So stop worrying, not because everything is already fixed, but because the one who fixes things is already on it, already moving, already working, already bringing together what needs to come together for your situation to shift. My child, I want to leave you with this. Peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is the presence of me in the middle of the problems. And my presence is available to you right now. Not when the situation is resolved, not when you finally have clarity, not when the fear goes away. Right now, exactly as things are, my peace is available to you. Receive it, breathe it in. Let it settle over you like a blanket in the cold. Let it quiet the noise in your mind. Let it remind you that you are held, that you are loved, that you are not navigating this alone. You never have been, you never will be. Stop worrying, my child. Look up. I am right here, and I love you more than your worry could ever protect you. Always, forever, without end.